Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Robyn and Kody Brown, stars of Sister Wives, are being criticized after the first segment of the season 19 tell-all. Following an emotional climax, Kody and his ex-wives' drama has returned. Janelle, Mary, and Christine have finally spoken out over Kody's unfair treatment. Sukanya Suki Krishnan, the host of Tell All, went one step further by showcasing some old Kody videos that go against what he says now. On social media, however, some fans are expressing their hope that TLC would not compensate the two for their actions during the program. To find out why, continue reading. Kody and Robyn Brown, Sister Wives, had conflicting emotions as they drove to the tell-all. Kody and Robyn discussing the one-on-one session opened the first segment of the Sister Wives tell-all. Their travel to Sedona to take part in the tell-all clearly did not excite Robyn. Kody chuckled at her emotionlessness. Kody claims that they used to conduct the interviews all at once and that the one-on-ones are obviously stressful. They are now all against one another, when at first they were attempting to save one another from the interviews. Robyn went so far as to state that she would prefer a root canal to taking part in the tell-all. She acknowledged that she's not the kind of person who can let go easily, which seemed to indicate that she was still upset at the way the family broke up. Reasons why supporters demand Robyn and Kody not be paid. On social media, a few Sister Wives fans talked about Robyn Brown's explanation of her reasons for not watching old episodes. Robyn claims that they are too disturbing for her and that she finds it difficult to watch. She continued by calling it destructive to watch individuals she cared about disparage one another. "It's just too toxic for me," Robyn said as she concluded her remarks. However, some social media fans are criticizing TLC in the hopes that she will be penalized or not compensated for her refusal to take part in the tell-all events. This also applies to Kody, who repeatedly halted Suki for posing some of the most crucial queries. The truth stings, of course. She was pleased that Janelle referred to her as the sacred cow, though. Smiling face with sunglasses, she was grinning and grinning. The queen of denying the truth is her. And since that will have an impact on her children, I feel horrible for them. Here's my deal. If you don't respond, you won't be compensated. I'm tired of both of them failing to perform their job. Whether it's uncomfortable or not, the other spouses always respond. Answer the questions, or don't pay your costly bills. They have the convertible Mercedes payments and the brand new $2.1 million mansion. She is unable to view the clips since doing so would require her to acknowledge that she is a liar and a bad person in general. Sister Wives, what can we expect from part 2 of the tell-all? On June 1st, 2025, the second installment of the Sister Wives tell-all will premiere. The episode summary states that Janelle will discuss why she doesn't like Robyn and Kody. Christine will also address the fact that she is known as Kody's favorite ex-wife. The fate of Kody's plans to go on a guy trip with Christine's husband, David Willey, will also be revealed to fans. Another example of how Sister Wives stars Kody and Robyn Brown make rustic style shocking and surreal is the odd picture they put on display in their old Flagstaff, Arizona, home. The painting depicts two horses having sex. In most cases, people don't preserve romantic animal artwork in their homes. This questionable masterpiece is really standard fare for anyone who has seen other decorations in their homes. Some of their quirky rooms will be included in this article. Whether the Browns' Walmart rug is attracting the wrath of caustic Redditors with axes to grind or Kody and Robyn's Flintstone sink is receiving unfavorable notice, the contentious couple's interior design raises questions. If they were just folks, others may laugh at their decor. But their reputations come before them, causing a very high level of hostility. The symbols of love between Robyn and Kody are legendary. The Heart of the Ocean pendant by David Yurman, which Kody wears, seems to recall the spirit of Jack Dawson and Rose DeWitt Bukater's tragic romance on the Titanic. He also has a ring with a wild stallion pattern that was designed by the same designer. Horses can have symbolic meaning for him and Robyn. When two horses have a kiss in a picture, like the one above, Via Reddit's mindful_great_nugget, the painting is on the wall next to the bookcase. It's a somewhat strange, Lady and the Tramp-esque moment. The image above, taken from the same Reddit thread in which a detective fan conducted a real walkthrough of Cody and Robyn's old home, has bulky leather furniture and a $219.99 cowboy-themed rug from Walmart. Any real royal would probably not want to sleep in the medieval-style bedroom in another room. It's all too fresh, too purple, and too gaudy. According to the saying, better nouveau riche than not at all, both Cody and Robyn seem to possess the type of new money that typically results in such extravagant decor. Their home is sorely lacking the kind of old money flair that makes a space eclectic rather than garish, but there's nothing wrong with them purchasing what they want. Some interior decorators are successful in their attempts to create lively interiors by combining new and old pieces. Because he was raised in poverty and was surrounded by antiques, which represented hardship to him, Elvis Presley detested antiques. He made sure there was nothing old-timey about Graceland when he received some money, which he thankfully received because he truly deserved it. It's an illustration of the kind of new money fashion that Robyn and Cody wear. But even though they are well known, their old house will never have spectacular provenance, as they say on Antiques Roadshow. Regarding Cody and Robyn's taste, one Redditor commented on the thread, saying, "Now, let's get back to the horses. Out there in the desert, nuzzling each other so tenderly. What could they mean?" For Cody and Robyn, the horses kissing may bring to mind old rock tunes like Wildfire or Wild Horses. These sweet yet too sentimental songs could awaken their inner tenderness and affection. After these two stallions crossed paths, nothing was the same. Cody's love for Robyn was so intense that no one else could ever match it. The other brown women didn't like what they saw. His heart was right there on his sleeve. He entered a perverse dynamic where he genuinely loved one spouse but only went through the motions with the other spouses, rather than treating them all the same. In actuality, it was just a question of time until everything collapsed. Christine started an evacuation when she ran away, and soon Cody was alone himself with Robyn and their children. Although Robyn's desire for a core family had been fulfilled, life is not just a leisurely stroll through a picturesque setting. It's anything but. Robyn bemoans Cody in the aforementioned footage, saying he is sabotaging their relationship. She seems to have had enough. The two may not have hoped for this idyllic conclusion. Even Robyn and Cody, who seem to love each other, have their ups and downs in real life. But the romantic enchantment that unites them might be sufficient to guarantee the Sister Wives cast members' continued togetherness. In the upcoming Sister Spouses Season 19 tell-all, Mary Brown, Cody Brown's first wife, claims that her husband held his first 3 spouses to an unjust standard. Mary responded when she learned that Cody had stated that he wished to raise up his previous marriages to the level of the divine love he shared with his 4th wife, Robyn Brown, during her one-on-one interview with host Sukanya Krishnan. In an excerpt from the May 25th show that Mary shared with E! News via YouTube, she states, "I don't think that's fair for him to even say. Because everyone is meant to be Robyn? I'm Mary and I apologize. I will not be like Robyn. Robyn is not someone I want to be. I will be my own unique individual. I'd rather not be her. It's fantastic if they get along," she continues. But that's a really unfair statement, in my opinion. According to Mary, Cody's issue was that he never embraced his other spouses for who they truly were. If he had accepted Mary for who she was, his marriage to her would have been on par with his with Robyn. Only if Mary is accepted by him. Additionally, he rejected Mary, she adds, and he didn't for the last 12 or 14 years. Or perhaps even more. In 1990, Mary and Cody tied the knot. In 2014, they got a formal divorce so that Cody could marry Robyn. They declared their intention to dissolve their spiritual partnership at the beginning of 2023. According to Janelle Brown, the Sister Wives star is engaging in revisionist history. After Cody met Robyn, his second wife, Janelle Brown, told Krishnan she didn't think her ex was ever going to save his other 3 marriages. When her ex-husband stated that he wished to make his other wives as good as Robyn, she accused him of practicing revisionist history. After declaring her separation with Cody in late 2022, Janelle remarks, "It would have been nice if he communicated that back." "So, you never had his attempt to uplift you?" "What?" asks Krishnan. Janelle laughs as she responds, "No. He never discussed that with me." Robyn argues for her husband in another Instagram video from the tell-all, claiming that he tried really hard to bring his other relationships up to what he thought our relationship is. A defiant Cody, meanwhile, won't say sorry for his affections for Robyn, his only wife. In an excerpt released to people, he asks Krishnan, "You find higher love, and then everybody just slaps you down for it. Let me tell you something. My relationship with Robyn has a heavenly element, and we have been bitch-slapped for it." He continues, "I want peace in this relationship, and I love this woman. But I'm so tired of being blamed for loving Robyn that I'm to the point where I'm just walking around stealing ideas." The anger has been simmering for seasons, but now it's boiling over, and Sister Wives fans aren't holding back anymore. Across Reddit threads, Facebook fan pages, and TikTok reaction videos, one bold message is echoing louder than ever: TLC should stop paying Robyn and Cody Brown, full stop. What started as a slow erosion of sympathy has turned into a tidal wave of frustration, as longtime viewers of the once polygamy-promoting series say they're fed up with what they see as blatant favoritism, financial injustice, and a deeply toxic dynamic that's left 3 wives and dozens of children in emotional and financial ruin while Robyn and Cody seemingly thrive in comfort. And now, in 2025, the situation has reached a tipping point. Fans aren't just voicing their disappointment, they're calling for real accountability. Why, they ask, should Robyn and Cody continue to collect TLC paychecks, build million-dollar homes, flaunt luxury purchases, and film confessional interviews dripping with denial, while Christine, Janelle, and Mary were left to pick up the broken pieces of a spiritual marriage that Cody never really honored equally? Especially when Sister Wives was built on the premise of showcasing a functioning plural marriage, not a public unraveling where one wife is cherished and the others are discarded like extras in Cody and Robyn's self-made soap opera. For many fans, the breaking point came during the season 18 and 19 confessionals, where Cody Brown, once the self-proclaimed patriarch of a sprawling plural family, openly confessed to having no desire to repair things with Janelle or Mary, instead defending his sacred union with Robyn and throwing thinly veiled jabs at his ex-wives for not being obedient or loyal. Robyn, often seen crying but never actually apologizing, continued to frame herself as a victim of the family's collapse, despite ample footage showing her increasing control over Cody's time, attention, and decisions. The term fourth wife privilege became a common joke online, but the resentment behind it was very real. Viewers rewatched old episodes and pointed out how Robyn's behavior shifted once she secured a legal marriage with Cody in 2014, allegedly to help adopt her kids from a previous relationship, and how that legal shift marked the beginning of what many now call the spiritual dissolution of the other marriages. One Reddit user posted a viral thread titled, "TLC. Stop enabling Robyn and Cody's delusion," which racked up tens of thousands of upvotes and inspired other fans to share detailed timelines, receipts, and screenshots proving that Robyn and Cody allegedly benefited the most from TLC's financial structure. Multiple fan investigations highlighted that Robyn and Cody lived in the largest house, owned the most property on Coyotepass, and were often the only couple shown in scenes featuring high-end decor, private shopping trips, or emotional monologues filmed in pristine conditions, while Janelle filmed from rental units and Christine from her modest kitchen, post-divorce. The public perception now? That Robyn and Cody aren't just being paid equally, they're being rewarded for the implosion they helped create. Fans argue that the other wives, especially Janelle and Christine, carried the emotional weight of the show for years, bravely opening up about spiritual abandonment, financial inequity, co-parenting struggles, and what it meant to stay sweet, even when love was no longer mutual. Mary's storyline was also cited as particularly painful, with viewers calling it emotional abuse on display after years of public rejection by Cody while she still clung to the hope of reconciliation. And yet, it's Robyn who many feel is still being given the queen edit, a polished portrayal of misunderstood loyalty and purity, while others are left to defend themselves against trolls and cope with the psychological fallout of being cast aside. On top of that, fans are furious about money and how it was divided. Viewers have repeatedly questioned how Robyn ended up in a custom-built Flagstaff mansion while Janelle was living in an RV on the Coyotepass property, which remained undeveloped for years. As Christine revealed in the later seasons, she had to fight to get her name off the property and gain control of her assets. Meanwhile, Robyn's online shopping habits and the now-defunct My Sister Wife's Closet website became a point of mockery. Fans slammed the jewelry line as overpriced and underdelivered, accusing Robyn of using it as a vanity project rather than a true business to benefit the family. When Janelle revealed in season 18 that she walked away with practically nothing, financially speaking, fans were livid. Many now believe TLC should not only stop paying Robyn and Cody, but backpay the women who invested time, emotional labor, and years of child-rearing while being gaslit and publicly humiliated. Some even suggested that the show should evolve, ditch Cody and Robyn, and rebrand entirely to follow the journeys of Janelle, Christine, and Mary as they rebuild their lives. Christine's remarriage to David Woolley and her transformation into a thriving lifestyle influencer was cited as the most compelling plotline in years, with Janelle's detox journey and empowerment arc close behind. Fans say that's the story they want, not more scenes of Robyn crying about loyalty while sitting in her dream home, clinging to a marriage that feels increasingly like a bunker of denial. A fan-led petition began circulating online, calling for TLC to either remove Cody and Robyn from the show or significantly reduce their screen time and salary, arguing that the network is essentially rewarding bad behavior and romanticizing toxic favoritism. Some users compared it to a reality show equivalent of corporate injustice, where those at the top who cause the harm are never held accountable, while those hurt must scramble to survive, rebrand, and earn sympathy all over again. If the Kardashians taught us anything, one user wrote, it's that people will keep watching drama, but they'll stop watching if the villains keep winning. Other viewers noted that TLC may be walking a thin line. While Sister Wives ratings surged amid the explosive splits and dramatic breakups, many say they won't tune in for season 20 if it's just more of Cody and Robyn defending themselves in circles, especially if it's done with TLC's glossy production tone and gentle music cues. Fans want the network to hold them accountable, or let them go. And the backlash has had ripple effects on social media. Robyn's name trends regularly, and not in a good way. Clips of her emotional moments are turned into memes. Her infamous quote about wanting a big happy family now appears with sarcastic hashtags like #QueenofNothing or #SobandRobyn. Cody, once seen as quirky or eccentric, is now largely viewed as manipulative, narcissistic, and incapable of real emotional growth. The internet has decided these two broke the show's core promise. And if TLC keeps paying them, they're complicit. In the end, it all comes back to one question fans keep asking. What are we rewarding here? Is TLC rewarding honesty, growth, sisterhood, or control, tears, and chaos manufactured by a couple who burned down the plural family from the inside out? Viewers know that reality TV thrives on drama, but at what cost? Many now argue that continuing to fund Robyn and Cody's lifestyle while the other women pick up the pieces is no longer just entertainment. It's exploitation. And until something changes, fans say they'll keep calling it out. Loudly, passionately, unapologetically. They are now all against one another, when at first they were attempting to save one another from the interviews. Robyn went so far as to state that she would prefer a root canal to taking part in the tell-all. She acknowledged that she's not the kind of person who can let go easily, which seemed to indicate that she was still upset at the way the family broke up. Reasons why supporters demand Robyn and Cody not be paid. On social media, a few Sister Wives fans talked about Robyn Brown's explanation of her reasons for not watching old episodes. Robyn claims that they are too disturbing for her and that she finds it difficult to watch. She continued by calling it destructive to watch individuals she cared about disparage one another. It's just too toxic for me, Robyn said as she concluded her remarks. However, Some social media fans are criticizing TLC in the hopes that she will be penalized or not compensated for her refusal to take part in the tell-all events. This also applies to Cody, who repeatedly halted Suki for posing some of the most crucial queries.